I would want to completely have a zero proofed solution, I would say. So I would have zero tolerance for any sort of leakage or fraudulence or any vulnerability or threat that could impact my information, right?
So there's a lot of buzz about zero trust policy in context to cybersecurity and data protection. As a vertical head at Birlasoft Life Sciences and with over 2 decades of experience across different segments of healthcare and life sciences industry, how do you see these policies to strengthen the core objectives?
I think see, zero trust policies or solutions, right? The models, these are on all encompassing and not just limited to life sciences and healthcare. Like if I went and shared information online due to exigency because I want to virtualize my experience, and be that anything, right? It need not be just life sciences, for whatever purpose, for banking or for learning something or for sharing information. If I wanted to do that, I would go in with the assumption that whatever I'm sharing is safe and secure and kind of ring fenced with that kind of confidentiality and privacy that I expect. So more so with life sciences and healthcare, right? There is a whole lot of personally identifiable information that you share. Take a simple instance of a telemedicine interaction. What do? You just go to something, an app like a health app, right? Which you would go and have a physician conversation. And you share a lot about yourself, demographic information, ethnicity, your physical condition, and diagnosis, right? And so that is personally identifiable. And you may not want to share that across. So I would want to completely have a zero proofed solution, I would say. So I would have zero tolerance for any sort of leakage or fraudulence or any vulnerability or threat that could impact my information, right? So that is the whole PII aspect. Personally identifiable information is a regulatory compliance ask from the entire industry. And we have to cater to the identification of the information. We have to cater to, security, cyber security. And we have to cater to all sorts of security at the application level, infrastructure level, at the API level, the data itself, right? Many layers and protocols that we have to devise. So as a policy, I think least access strategy is the best, right? You just give it on need basis. Access is given only on need basis. Communication is very cautious and monitored. So beyond the assigned individuals, perhaps not safe to kind of really launch a free access. um, and the way you script, the way you design a solution, scripting languages, the way you code it, develop, and secure the entire build is it has to be airtight. It has to be very stringent, and implementation policies are devised keeping all of this in mind as at Birlasoft.